What's up, everybody? I'm back with another movie review. This one is of one of, if not the worst movie I have ever I've ever watched in my life, and that's after I've seen Shrek the Third. That's after I've seen Cars 2. That's after I've seen the Bob's Burgers movie. That I could say this was the worst movie I've ever seen, and that is none other than Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. And I remember back in 2016 when this movie came out, the amount of hype it was getting and the amount of hype there was. I mean, I talked about at the end of the last review the Dale Jr. car that came with the Superman movie. They did a Superman and a Batman car for this. Jr. did the Batman, Johnson did the Superman. He won in the Superman car. I want both of those diecasts. Can we get them? Can I get them? I'm gonna look. Maybe I can. I don't know yet. Um, but I mean, and then the movie comes out, and it just kind of reminds me. I've never seen Batman and Robin, the one from the late '90s. That was also a huge flop. However, this one kind of reminds me of that. All the hype, all the promotional material, all the marketing for a flop of a movie. And again, it is directed by Zack Snyder. And you're gonna have that gray blackish tint to it. So again, like the last movie, didn't really affect it that much. It sets a different tone for it. We get a lot of returning characters from the last movie. We get Lois Lane, which I completely forgot to mention in the last review. Completely forgot to mention Lois Lane. I personally do not like that girl. I know who she is. I recognize her. I don't know exactly her name is. However, I'm not the hugest fan of her playing Lois Lane. She doesn't do a bad job at doing it. She doesn't do a good job either. She doesn't do a bad job at doing it, but she doesn't fit that role. She doesn't fit that role to me. They get the mom returns, and the mom actually plays a more prominent role in this movie. She gets captured and is held against her will, and there's everything like that, and that kind of thing. She doesn't really play as like a heroic role. She's more just a trophy piece to attract Superman, but still. And then of course get Superman back, and everything that comes with that. But and again, all same characters, all same people that play them, so it's still good character development on there. But we also throw in Batman stuff, and so you get Batman and you get Gotham City along with Metropolis. So they do some stuff talking about football again, not as big as the last one. I don't have any massive complaints this time around, but not like Kansas being ranked 13th, whatever the fuck that went. But and then now let's talk about this Batman for a second. This may have been the worst Batman I have ever seen. I've seen a fair amount of Batman movies. A fair amount. Not as many as like a super fan, but I think more than a casual movie watcher. Depending on the age and how casual they are. I really did not like this Batman. He was played by Ben Affleck, I think. I have to ask about it at work. I don't know. But like, what does he do that's a redeeming quality? He's beating guys up, but he's not really the Batman that we know. This is so annoying. He does all these weird one-liners and arcs and stuff like that. He doesn't really show off his true power. We could tell Superman was going to win, and Superman had the advantage for most of the time. But they fabricate it. They make it think that Batman's doing good, and there's no logical reason why he is doing good. And it just doesn't sit well with me. That was one of the worst Batman I've ever seen. The light up eyes, like, come on, man, that's not Batman. That's not Batman. And then other bullshit stuff. We throw in the main antagonist, even though the name is Batman versus Superman. We get Lex Luthor as the main antagonist of the movie. And then Wonder Woman's in this too. So really it should be called Wonder Woman v Lex Luthor Battle of the Bullshit is what it should really be called. Because somehow and for some reason Lex Luthor and Wonder Woman get more action together as battling. Not that kind of action. I don't think the lady who plays Wonder Woman wanted to do the guy who plays Lex Luthor. I don't think he want to do it the other way around. somehow their battling is more important to the story than Batman versus Superman. Speaking of the battles between Batman versus Superman, it takes until about the final hour of this already 3-hour long film for them to finally meet as superheroes. They meet earlier in the movie as like Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne, but still. And then a little car exchange sequence, whatever, for like 2 minutes. And then they meet again for their official big battle. And this one's stupid too, because they duke it out and they're pushing each other and stuff like that. And it's like, wait, my name's Martha. Oh, guess I won't stick the kryptonite in your heart. Okay, we're gonna work together to defeat something else. What? Makes no sense. Like, obviously, coming in, like, I knew there was a pretty good possibility that they were going to work together. There was a pretty good possibility that they were going to work together at the end. I had a good feeling going in that neither of them were going to really be outed or die or anything like that. I thought they had a chance of possibly meeting together. But this, like, it made no sense. Why? I mean, yeah, it pisses me off. Because you end up fighting against Lex Luthor and this other fucking douchebag that can only be killed by kryptonite. Oh, so you gotta fish the kryptonite out of the pool that you just went in. Lois Lane just dumped it into. She goes down to get it, almost dies. She didn't actually get it because somehow the fucking hole closed or she didn't see the crack hole. Superman's got to divert whatever the fuck he's doing, go dive in and get her, and then tell the kryptonite, that's Batman, sticks it to her. There was no point of having Lex Luthor and Wonder Woman in this movie. Okay? No point at all. Because you get this whole thing where they're trying to pin the press against Superman with the Capitol hearing and then the bomb explosion. By the way, the whole thing, the whole Capitol literally fucking blows up, and somehow there are survivors. Like, what? Makes absolutely no sense. Sorry for my voice. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, there we go. So somehow that happened, and then they fight, and then fucking all this shit happens. Like, you have a feeling, but they have so much build up, so much lead up, shitty lead up at that. They're like, Jesus Christ. And then they work together. And then here's the kicker at the end of the movie. Fucking Superman dies. Spoiler alert, I guess. Superman dies. Which is another thing I probably should have seen coming, but didn't. Fucking Superman dies. It's not... I thought he goes to the ACU and comes back. No, he dies. There's a whole funeral for him, and the world's raving... Not raving, but reeling over him. Batman, Bruce Wayne are, and Wonder Woman and all that. Mom's reeling over him. The Grays in Kansas. Back to Kansas again. For some reason, that movie's part of the plot again. But it doesn't make any sense to me. It does not. I don't know why they decided to kill him off. I don't. And you'll feel my question in the next review because of what I'll explain there. This movie was horrible. This movie was hard to watch. Very hard to watch. It was 3 hours of almost 3 hours, about 2 hours 55 minutes, but pure just crap on a plate, I guess I should say. Unnecessary characters, unnecessary plot points, cliches. It was a load of bull crap. So that's my review of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Probably gonna give it a 4 out of 10. I don't give a lot of movies that low of a ranking, but this is a unique case, I should say. But if you ever saw this movie, let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Your thoughts about it, and stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more movie reviews, gaming, other great stuff like that. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.